What if? There we go. All right, this is my review for episode 3 of What If. How you guys doing? This is Samuel Legger here representing TeamJVS. Let's go and break it down. So this episode I thought was pretty good. Um, I think the second episode is probably still my favorite, but this is pretty interesting. I'll talk to you about my pros and cons. Pros, animation still looks freaking amazing. The amount of heroes in this, the amount of villains in this, like the amount of like history of phase one. Like this is kind of like phase one turned upside down, worst case scenario situation. And I think that it works up as an amalgam of all the other MCU films in general too, because the consequences of every action from the Avengers Initiative. The Avengers Initiative was kind of started by Nick Fury. But the other thing is, another pros is this probably has the most amount of the main voice actors from the actual, the actual people that play the characters live action than any of the rest of them so far. And it's crazy. Like, I mean, you hear Mark Ruffalo, you hear like, I think that's Scarlett Johansson. I want to make sure. Make sure real quick because I thought she was in this, but she's got a lot of legal stuff going on, so I don't know if they actually got Scarlett Johansson to do it. Let me check. Scarlett Johansson, because I thought that was her. Last one was her Black Widow. That's what I thought, but it may be different. Nope, I don't see him. I don't see her in What If at all. So I guess it was somebody else, but she definitely sound close, whoever it was. But there's a lot of hidden gems in this episode. Like there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of nudges to what is. And I was kind of just really subtly surprised. Um, the thing that I'll say is my cons about it is that the concept is kind of like an assassination kind of situation, and it's a worst case scenario. It really is a worst case scenario situation. But I kind of felt like, without spoiling it, they could have taken a character that the MCU hasn't seen before, or on at least on the big screen, um, and introduced that character as being the kind of the culprit behind it, and would have just killed everything. Like the internet would have shut down if they would have went that route. Instead, they take a route that to me just really feels really hokey, gimmicky, and it just doesn't really add up. Like even the way that it's kind of positioned, that I was kind of like, okay, this is cool. And I mean, again, I was pondering the whole episode. I was like, who's behind this? Who's doing this? What's going on? Because it gets pretty dark. It gets really freaking dark. But in all honesty, like if they would have went the route of something kills or someone kills yada yada yada, it would have been crazy. There's two specific characters that they could have taken that's not in the MCU right now, technically, um, and had them be that, and this would have been freaking amazing, bro. Like it would have shut the internet down. Like it would have been a showstopper, what I would call it. But yeah, it was decent. Um, episode 2 though, man, dude, Chadwick Boseman, man, RIP, because that was freaking amazing. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.